We're probably going to mainly watch State of Play stuff today. I do want to watch the Witcher 4 video, because I want to show you the horse muscles, and I don't know, fucking... Knowing this game, they're going to have, like, a realistic horse cock. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. She does look very pretty. But also, remember, this is a tech demo, probably running on 74090s. So, you know, don't actually think that the game, when it comes out, is going to look like this, especially as some people have been reporting on a regular PS5. Fuck off, it'll be a regular PS5. It'll be a regular PS5 running at 480p upscaled. Maybe not even that. 240p upscaled.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5.
Shut the fuck. No, it's not.
At 60 FPS with ray tracing.
I've heard that so many times. How often has there been a standard console and it's a fucking top-end PC under the table? Is there a time that it's not that?
So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin.
I've actually not played The Witcher 3. I need to do that at some point.
The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game.
I think the one possible hope I do have is CDPR is working directly with Epic on improving the engine. I don't care about photorealism. What I do care about is the game not running like arse. What happened to Geralt? I don't know. I didn't play Witcher 3. I don't fucking know. But you're playing as Ciri, and she's cute. So that's all that matters.
Right now, Ciri is investigating the monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
I do wish they'd uploaded, like, a higher quality version of this, because this is 1080p, like, compressed 1080p. Like, can we have, like, a 4K version, please? That will, like, actually let us see what this looks like.
All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
It's a horse.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
It's a horse.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun. Yeah.
Like, the game looks pretty, right? But, like, when was the... Here's a question. When was the last time you were actually impressed by raw graphics? They've gotten better at lip movement speech. Let's have another look at that.
Companion.
We return to town.
Yeah. Perfect.
These two
Yeah.
characters
It looks great. Again, it's like, I don't have any complaints with it. Like, it looks amazing. But, like... I don't know, man. It's been so long since I've been impressed by pure, like, graphical fidelity. I was really impressed with FF16 because it's so, like, it's a very cinematic vibe, right? Like, sorry, we're gonna sidetrack for just a moment. FF16, Bahamut fight. There we go. I just want to watch a video of it. I don't care about you. Here we go.
Is someone there?
Let me skip ahead. Like, this isn't about, like, yes, it looked graphically amazing as well, but it's more about, like, the visual style to it. Like, this is what made FF16 look so amazing. And like this, I think this is the direction games need to go back to, where it's like, if you want to care about like looks, we can't just focus purely on like texture quality, right? Like texture quality just does not matter anymore.
Are you ready? Ready!
It's about framing, it's about effects, it's about, like, you know, it's art style, I think is a good way to put it, right? And it probably looks like arse on Twitch because of the fucking compression. Anyway, moving on with the UE5 tech demo.
Feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Siri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle in Unreal. So Siri and Kelpie, they're perfectly
I thought I just saw some cape clipping. No, I didn't see it.
synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded.
Okay.
And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations.
Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver. What the fuck does that mean? The cape physics are wrong. Look, we can't. Not everything can be perfect.
Really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine.
That is such a ridiculous name. I love it.
Learn deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving
Oh, wow.
and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
I don't. That's cool, but like, are you? I think the problem with game devs, right? Like they've gotten so focused on how do we get every single micro improvement. Literally, no one is going to see that.
Siri behind for a second and talk about the world itself.
Like, how many hours do you think were spent on modeling the muscles, on doing this, like, perfect muscle, like, nonsense? The real reason is because UE5 is used for filmmaking. Oh, totally get that. Absolutely understandable. For a movie, it makes sense. But, like, a game that you're focused on other details rather than just the pure, like, graphical fidelity.
So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic.
Oh, wow.
Especially covered
Trees.
with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite
Don't get me wrong,
geometry,
it looks
we free
amazing.
artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle.
Why play games
So
that have
we are
natural
excited
feels?
to introduce-
We literally were just playing Ori. I feel the exact same way. I'm also playing Kazan, and then like I'm also playing Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is the only game I've played probably in the past, I would say 2 or so years, that actually goes for a realistic look, but it's a very stylized realistic. It's a, like, low fantasy post-apocalyptic France, right? It's a very, it's like a distinct art style.
Nanite foliage.
Wow. That looks horrendous with the compression.
In order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea...
Fast to render. I will buy that when I see it. Final Fantasy is pretty much the last photorealistic game I played. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe the new Kingdom Hearts? That's true. Well, the thing with Kingdom Hearts 4 is we don't really know how much is going to be that art style, because what has been confirmed is Sora's look is going to be the look in that world, but we don't know if he's going to go to other Disney worlds where he has his more traditional look back. So it's not really clear until we actually have, like, a proper trailer for that one.
was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And
modeling
the old
every single
LOD
leaf
tricks
and
of the
needle.
past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite.
Right.
It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render.
I'm sure it
these dense
is.
clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and
Incredible.
our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly
What is
down
this? A Witcher
to
4
catch
tech
up
demo.
with Siri.
Yeah, the water is still terrible. Wait.
Siri.
Yeah, the water's not great. We're not focusing on that part of the tech demo. Ignore that. Yeah, water is hard.
Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear
This
gossip
game
from
is
other
going to
lands.
fucking melt my... I need to buy... If I'm going to play this game, I need to get a new CPU. This... I'm not going to be able to fucking touch this thing.
It's also where Siri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
Is that just... Wait. You know what?
Let's leave.
Here's the
Don't
most
be
realistic part of the game. Where the horses come through, there's a bunch of shit on the ground. A+ for realism.
Explore the marketplace and food. I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
Siri just walked right through the shit. Bear!
I present him with a fish. For the furry rascal will often wink.
Can I kill the children? Without that, it's not realistic.
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character
I love that
action
he's holding a PS5 controller just to bait you into actually thinking this is on a PS5. It's beautiful. This the game. Do we even have a release date for the game? Hold up, let me just see. Witcher 4 is there a release date? No. No, this is not on a... Yeah, if you don't have a fucking release date for it, you've not done the optimization to get this running on a PS5. Fuck right off.
directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it?
It might be an actual PS5 with everything in this special section modeled exactly for this demo. That's possible. It may be a extreme vertical slice.
So this is the
Good
guy
point.
who gave the series Quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
Bet it's pre-recorded? No, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on a 4090. That wouldn't surprise me. It probably is an actual PS5. If it's an actual PS5, it's you can tell because the ground texture being so bad. Fair point. Fair point.
Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Witcheress. One using my wagons. No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck.
Just remember, right? Whilst Cyberpunk is good now, it was horrendous on release. Do not pre-order. Wait until people play the game and tell you if it's good, and tell you if it runs well. You don't have to buy a game when it comes out.
This comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men.
I will say their face rigging is literally perfect. I don't even, I don't even know what they could change with their face breaking to make it better.
The opposite.
Gotta go breakfast and flock. Enjoy.
Manticore. No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant,
We had
let's
a
take look
stutter.
at
It
the
might actually be a
character
PS5.
technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on...
Oh no, Witcher 1 is the Witcher 1 combat is rough. I've tried playing Witcher 1 myself, and yeah, it's very different to Witcher 3.
these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Reckon me ladies after one of those.
Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos...
I knew they were cutting corners somewhere. Those fish models look horrendous. Okay, I knew there had to be some place we were doing some fuckery to make this work. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense now.
cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdres. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And
I'm not seeing any, like, lowering the frame rate of faraway animations or anything like that. The
whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You're right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Okay.
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this...
We are making the game bigger than our last game. Is this... Did they take a page out of Intel's marketing book? This is the fastest gaming CPU ever made. Because it's our new gaming CPU. This is the fastest Nvidia GPU ever made. Because it's our new Nvidia GPU. No shit, it's gonna be your biggest game. It's your newest, your biggest and most ambitious game. It's the newest one. Of course it is.
a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we're doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
No gameplay or combat. It's a tech demo, so
we're
don't
almost
expect
done,
that.
But before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
That looks good.
Onward, Kelby.
I will say it doesn't seem like they're just throwing graphics at it. There is clearly still like an artistic vision here. At the same time, though, I'm so worried for how this game's gonna run. Well, that looks good. It's probably gonna require a 4090 to look that good, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you remove the simulated horse muscles, you lose 50 gigabytes and gain 100 FPS. Well, you're probably onto something there.